really leading the force behind what we call the community-centric fundraising movement here in St. Louis. And I think it's probably starting to pick up some wind and certainly some chatter in other communities outside of St. Louis. But tell us in your words what that means to you and what this is.
Yeah, so let's back up just a little bit. So
Mhm.
back in, 2017, I was about, a couple years into my work and really feeling a little disillusioned and feeling like I was reinforcing things that weren't actually working for organizations and individuals, in the nonprofit sector. And in 2017, these two articles came out that have really stuck with me. One of them is found in the Stanford Social Innovation Review. It's about shifting philanthropy from charity to justice. And the other one can be found on nonprofit blogger Vu Lei's blog, Nonprofit AF. I'll let you think about what the AF stands for.
Mhm.
And they both really offered the chance for us to zoom out of the day-to-day operational, tasky, transactional aspects of fundraising and resource development
Mhm.
and asked us to look at the systems that we're operating in and step back a little bit from mission and look at vision, step back from our institutions and look at community.
Mhm.
And I began to realize that the things that I had learned as a baby fundraiser when I was in my first job, when I was in my master's program, they did serve my organization in terms of meeting a budget or retaining donors or increasing the size of gifts.
Mhm.
But the way that I had learned fundraising or the things that I was taught as best practices, they really weren't having the transformational effect that mission or vision really allude to. And that felt really problematic to me because if we're going to live in a world of harm reduction, if we're only reducing harm, what about the people or the situations that are still being harmed? Like, how do we shift that? And so community-centric fundraising is a movement. I will say that it's not necessarily just a practice. It is something bigger than that sort of transactional space. And it's an opportunity for us to look at where we as fund development professionals, as nonprofit employees are complicit in upholding some things about the system that don't work. And it gives us the opportunity to think about where we could do things differently.